I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No I'm not giving up, no I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Man, and welcome back to the Dennis Herrera Show, guys. Man, I was having a good time talking with a friend of ours from Euro and Travel, our good boy, Graham. Welcome, everybody, to the chat. Chris is still praising President Obama. Yeah, you know what? Some people just never learn, but, you know, to each his own. Let's see. Robert, I'm right here, brother. It just takes a little while. The cool cat Renee, you are the first one here, my friend, and I am very happy that you're here. You make my heart sing, my brother. Robert, how are you? Jai, who farted? It was probably me, but we won't tell anybody. It'll be our secret. Thank you, Jay. We are, if you haven't noticed, this is just for you guys. Let me see if you guys can tell what kind of a tie knot this is. Does anybody can see that? I don't know if you can see that there. Let's see if you guys know anything about ties. Let's see. Here, let me see. Maybe this one right here is a little bit closer. Does anybody know what kind of a tie that this is? Let's see if anybody can guess. Let's see, Chris, you can probably guess. Let me see. See, a grown man with a mega hat. Laugh out loud. Okay. It's a grown-ass child. We all got a little boy inside of us, don't it? We all do. Let me see. What else we got? Ozzy. Dude, I was absolutely tuning out the music. Don't worry. Today is the last day that I'm going to use that. If you know the lyrics is, I don't take shit from nobody, okay? I am not gonna love the fake. That's how that is. No, sir, it's not a clip-on. This is a double Windsor knot, and I like to keep the tip nice and slim, so it's just nice and tucked in there. And the way that you do it, here, let me show you guys. The way you do this tie knot for you guys, if you want to learn how to do it, I'm gonna show you guys. All right, I'm gonna show you that that there's some class. There's some sort of class on this child that Chris keeps calling on. Let me move my necklace. I'm not sure why I left it outside, to be honest. The necklace is supposed to go inside. There we go, like that. All right. And man, this channel we do everything. We even teach people how to do a double Windsor knot. Here we go. So you're gonna cross this right here. You're gonna flip it, keep it on the same side, right there. Now to have a nice little clean tip, you want to keep the front end right in the middle, and then you're gonna come across behind your hand, and then throw it right back in the middle. And it has to look good right here. If it doesn't look good right here, it's not gonna come out right. So the double Windsor just means that I can put it one in each side, and then I just go across, and then I'll just super right in the loop. And as you can see, you have the triangle there, so you want to hold on here to kind of just tighten it up a little bit. Some people like to leave a little dimple in the middle. I try. I don't always get it. And there you go. Now, I need to get an extra long tie like President Donald Trump so that I can have a nice looking one. Now, I'm not looking at the mirror. It's kind of weird to see the reverse on the on the camera. But there you go. See, not a clip-on tie. Sorry, I can't see because I'm backwards on the. Is this way? Yeah, I can't see that much. All right. Anyway, so there's that. Berniel, welcome, my friend. Man, I was having a good time over there with Graham. I honestly was, but I need to do my live because I told people that I was going to come on live today. It is Friday night. Let's make it a good one. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. It's so weird because it's backwards. It's not like, okay, so if I look in the mirror, at least I can see in the mirror, right, the reverse. But if I'm looking in the camera here, it's not reverse. It's like me as it is. So it's kind of hard. I don't know. I have to like look away, I guess, in order for me to do it right. Ozzy in the house. Where's Dirty Money at? Where's the Dirty Money at? Lisa Bailey, no more SNAP benefits for illegals. Well, Lisa, I barely saw you there with the white letters. I'm glad I'm paying attention to these comments over here. Now, let's see. I will talk to Will to get you on his. Okay, awesome. I get the message there, Berniel. Look at this goofball. Yeah, you know how we do, baby. We gotta make people laugh, man. This is Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. I don't celebrate it, but I know a lot of people out there do. So I gotta show my respects there for you guys, if you guys are into that. I don't know what Berniel's outfit is today, but yeah, thank you, Jay. You know what? This is my favorite hat. Though I have many hats, we're gonna be switching hats tonight. We'll see which one looks better as time goes on. But this is gonna be my next hat. This is from Ed's General Mechanics down in South Cali. Berniel is his wife's business. And then, of course, we have the Trump was right about everything. And we keep showing that it is right about everything. Plus, don't forget my new hat, which I'm not really happy with it because it didn't come out the way I designed it. But I got this one here. That's the Dennis Herrera show. And then maybe we'll squeeze this one in there. We'll see how many Mexicans we get in here. And we'll hit them with a little bit of that. Bam! Golf of America, baby. Let's go. All right, let's start with the support for Dennis. Thank you, Berniel. Appreciate that love, my man. Always. Man, you're always giving love. Let me see here. Come on, phone. Sorry, I was still reading your text message there, brother. Funny thing, I went live earlier today and I didn't get the notification on the phone for some reason, but this one is giving it to me. So the reason why I do that is because that's where I type. I can do it on the computer as well, but it's a little delay, you know. All right, Christian Bridges. Good evening. Hippie dog in the house. Donald Trump is the greatest. I love it when I get patriots in here. You know, when I get patriots in here right away, I know it's going to be a good night. I'd rather have a good 12 patriots up in here giving ourselves some positive vibes. I have been sick. The last couple of days, I've been feeling a little under the weather. Man, today, if I wasn't talking with Graham on his chat, which is what is it called? Euro and Travel, right? I don't know why I confused that. I just remember Graham. Yeah, Euro and Travel, I believe, is his channel. You guys might want to check him out. He's a very smart young man. He has really good discussions in there. Berniel, I don't know if you can plug that in there. I'm not sure if you have that. But it'd be good to plug him in there. Just type it on the chat. Let's see. What are 3 things that you like about Donald Trump? One of them, the most important one, it's he's a fighter that doesn't give up. I like that he fights even when the odds are against him. He has been down from the riches to nothing, to rags. And instead of giving up, he kept fighting and got himself back up to riches. And I think that's very admirable. The other thing that I love about him, it's that it doesn't matter how much people insult him. It doesn't matter how many times people put him down. He still fights. Even though those people that are insulting him benefit from his hard work. That's the second thing that I love about him. And one of my most favorite things that I love about him was the day that he hugged the American flag like a baby. That big smile, and he just loved the American flag. That, to me, my friend, is unbelievable. That's just 3 things that I like about him. But we're not going to talk about the accomplishments like securing the border. He's right about the legal immigration. He's right about the mass invasion. He's right about taxes. He's right about tariffs. He's right about making deals with our enemies. He's right about making friendships where there is none. He is right to put America first by putting investments in foreign lands that will benefit the American people. Let's remember that he's not going to get the benefit from that. It is the United States of America that is going to get the benefits from all his hard work. So, yeah, that's what I love about President Donald Trump. Now, you tell me, what do you love about President Biden? You like that, Berniel? Hey, thanks for the sub, guys. Thank you for the subs. Here we go. Let me see. What's going on? Oh, that's because it's not it. There we go. That's the one that I can reply right there. There you go, Daniel. A little late, but I have a little delay on my actual live that I monitor on my screen. You like that? Thanks for the support. You're good and faithful. I think that's awesome, dude. All right, so today, let me see. Did I say hi to everybody? Make sure I say hi to everybody. Cool Cat covered, Lisa covered, Robert covered. 101 in here and only 16 likes. What's going on? Oh, you know what? I got to give myself a like. Hold on. Double tap the screen if you have a cell phone. All right, here we go. We're good. I think we're good. All right, let's see who else do I got in here. Bellas River says, hey, Bernal, you know best president ever, Trump. Yes. Almost 10, my time. Lisa is almost ready for bed. I know, Lisa. I wanted to start at 4, but then I ended up taking my wife on a date. and then I had to go drop her off with my mother-in-law. On the way back home, I was falling asleep, so I joined Graham on the Euro and Travel channel. He's a young man, very smart, loves Trump, but loves this country even more. And I joined him with a bunch of cool guys, some young, some old, but it's good to see that there is conversations happening with disagreements and agreements. I think that it's very important that we keep dialogue, and that we kept talking about information that we come across so that we have a better understanding of what's really happening in our country. So I was very happy to be there. I didn't want to leave them, but I got my own show to run. So I got to come in here. And now I am here to give you guys whatever time you allow me to give you. All right. So if you were not here earlier, Christian Bridges, okay, my man in the house was popping, baby. Jacobson said, talk about state of the economy. That's a good one. We will start with that. Brian, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Always good to see you, my friend. Rodney Lindermeyer says, what do you feel that our great President Donald Trump could do better? Well, I can't really tell him what to do better because what I would tell him to do is worse. I think that he's not being strong enough to. You guys will not think I'm a tyrant. I'm a dictator, but I feel that he's kind of a little bit soft on Americans when it comes to tough crime like gangbangers and things like that. I don't think he goes as hard on them as he goes with foreign crime. But, he's doing what he knows to do, and so far he's been right about everything, and I support him on that. So I think that President Donald Trump can do a better job than I will ever do if I was president. So all I can do is believe in God and trust in God that President Trump is the right person for the job. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, Caleb says, guys, it's Halloween, please. Go be happy. I'm only here because I can't leave my bed. Enjoy Halloween. Well, every day when Democrats come to my channel, for some reason, it's like Halloween to them. How do I know? Because they try to make me feel like I am the bad guy here. Every single day. My Tyler, how are you, brother? God bless you. I want to put a little disclaimer out there. All right. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe he died for my sins. I believe that grace and mercy is what keeps me safe. And I believe that Jesus will be my lawyer up in heaven with the Father. And I believe the Holy Spirit helps us every day. Get our strength back when we lose it. But my disclaimer is that doesn't mean that I don't have a foul language. You will hear some bad words coming out of my mouth, especially when provoked. That's my disclaimer, so just know that is the channel that you are joining, okay? So that's my disclaimer. All right, Chris 72 says, MAGA, make America great again. Arrest Democrats, says EQ. No, don't arrest Democrats. Only the corrupted politicians that are pretending to be Democrats. That I believe. All right, tariffs. Tariffs is going to go with the economy, so we're going to go there too as well. Let me see. Who wants tariffs in here? I saw tariffs. My chat just changed completely. Lisa said, I thought I was mud. No, Lisa, you are not blue or green. But thank you. I have a few mods in here already. Berniel is a mod. As long as I have one mod in here, I'm good. Okay, but if I don't have any mods and I need some help, I will choose another person to mod. Rules for people that want to be a mod in my chat. You got to allow everybody to say something. Do not block or ban people. If somebody's saying any racist things, you may put them in timeout, 5-10 minutes, whatever it is. My show is long enough so that they can come back and chat if they learn their lesson. I do not want any hate speech in here. And what I mean by that is anybody hating on any religion or insulting my guests on the chat. You can say whatever you want about me, that's fine. Do not make threats. I'm not down with that, all right? So everything else goes. What I ask of my patriots is please put up with some of the language that some of these people will put in here and some of the negative comments because they will not agree with us on everything, okay? The whole idea is that everybody gets to say something. Paul, welcome, sir. I see you. Let's see, Linda, God is in control, not the president. I believe it absolutely. I will always tell you that I got faith in God and not on man, okay? All right, Jacobson says inflation is at 2.9%. Yes, it used to be at 6 point something. The unemployment rate is 4.3. Oh, no, that was at 6 point something. SP 500 is up 13.1. Damn! All those numbers are amazing, by the way, if you guys didn't know. What the? I'm blue. Abadi da ba da. Da-ba-dee, I am blue. Da-ba-dee, da-ba-da. You like that one? Bro, the way you wrote it, it was wrong. It threw me off, but I got it. I got it. Let's see. Mark Anthony. I worry about people who trust politicians and those who do it, no matter what, like being loyal to a politician is wild as hell. Mark, I believe that. So one of the things that I say about the Democrat, Senator Fetterman, he has gained my respect lately. He has made a comment that he puts country first and party second. I believe patriotism comes before everything else. Some people, for some reason, they think patriotism is something different than what I think. So here's what I think patriotism is. You are going to plead your loyalty to the nation that you live in. In this case, the U.S. of A. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to honor and respect and protect this country, this nation of USA. And you're going to make others respect, honor, and protect this country of the USA. That includes American citizens, residents, migrants that are here legally, and also and specifically illegal immigrants that shouldn't be here, period. Okay, that's what I think a patriot is. And I will never choose a party over my country. So loyalist, you can say, let's just say if I was a Trumpster and I'm a loyalist, I'm going to follow Trump no matter what he does. But the moment that I see him doing something wrong against the American people, I'll be the first one to jump on him. All right, against him. That is my word, and that's what I believe. Heath Woods in the house. How are you, friend? Thank you for joining. Big shout out to our Cherokee Nation. I don't see my Navajo guy here. Meldon's not here yet, but big shout out to our Navajo Nation, Yakama Nation, Stapamish Nation, Samamish Nation, Swinomish, Snohomish Nation. We have, I think that's all the nations that I can think of right now off the top of my head, at least from the people that I know. All right, Lana, why are you here? Cancel yourself. Okay, then. Lana just talked to herself. I don't know why you came in here to say that. I'm not sure. Let's see. Berniel says Atlanta. Same to you. There you go. Berniel, I was assuming that she was talking to herself there. And Lana is Smallville's Clark Kent's girlfriend, you know, back in the day. I watched Smallville. Can we see the legal aliens that jump over the fence? Can we call him by that name? Let's see what's up with the tie today. This is my Halloween costume. This is I'm already dressed as well, not really, because I'm gonna dress better when I'm a governor of Washington here. It's only a dream, my friend. It is very bit difficult to win a campaign with no money and with 68% Democrats in the state. But we're gonna give it a shot no matter what. I think that we are going to let the Holy Spirit speak when I do campaigns, you know. And I'm not going to say, you know, that it's going to be all clean talk, but it will be from the heart. It will always be true. Unlike Mandani over there in New York, the guy talks about 9/11, and just when you think that he's going to say something great about New Yorkers and Americans, he goes and makes up a lie about his tia, his aunt that doesn't exist. Turns out later that it wasn't his aunt, it was his father's cousin. So no aunt at all. It's crazy. This guy, I know he's supposed to be some sort of actor. He's a horrible actor. I don't see why people don't see right through this guy. All right, let's see. Jai Dennis is from Honduras. Absolutely 100%. 100%. Ken, I see you. You kept your word and wore a jacket and tie. Awesome. Oh my God, I'm glad I kept my word. You see that, guys? I had to, Ken. I had to. I was just gonna wear like a regular, shirt or whatever, right? But I had to show people, man. I know how to tie my own tie. You know what I'm saying? I always got to prove myself. The only thing is I don't have a long enough necklace to make it look cool. But yeah, I still have my necklace on. Thank you for noticing, Ken. You see, guys, this is why I wear it. What up, Dennis? How is the family? Manuel, the family, it's good. Except me. I am under the weather. Little cold, headache up here, eyes hurt, congestion. But other than that, just a little shortness of breath on the chest. But we're good. We're good. David, following the Pied Piper blindly. David. Well, wait to see you again, David. That's the third, fourth time I see you on here, so that's all good. Brian Brady says, you look gubernatorial, Dennis. Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right, because I like my pins. You know what I mean? And this is the legit pen right here. This is the bigger size. I have these other pins, but these pins are the small ones. And you can see the size there. A big difference in size, right? Sometimes, guys, size matters. Yohori, screw MAGA, says Yohori. One horny guy coming in, guys. Watch out. Let's see. DOA, what do you got today? Let me see what you got. Wow, you have a suit on. Did you do some interviews while you're on your walk? My job interview is right now, sir. I am going to be applying for a very interesting position on May. What is it? Yeah, beginning of May. So stay tuned for that, okay? Beginning of May, we're gonna put an application in and see if the big bosses hire me for the job. And if we get hired, we hope to do a fantastic job as well. Absolutely. I will try to keep Berniel and Trinity so close to me. I'm going to need these guys' as positivity. I'm going to need these guys praying for me. I'm going to need them to give me some of their strength. And of course, we're going to pray to God for his strength upon us. But we're trying to do a team effort. And hopefully later in the future, we can help on a different category or a different state. So definitely, we're looking for some things in the future. We don't want to say too much, but we are definitely going to be holding hands and praying. And we're going to hope that we can do a lot of great things for the American people. Listen, let me tell you something. I cannot change the world, but whatever I can do, I have to at least try. I'm not going to promise anybody that I'm going to be the best at whatever position that I will be going for next year. Once it's legit and official, I'll be campaigning on it, and I'll be advertising it way more open than I have, okay? Some of my patrons already know what it is. But, it doesn't take a rich man to go up there and serve the people and do the right thing. Sometimes it takes common folks like me and you to get up there, have the determination to say, you know what, I'm going to have my voice heard because it's the people's will. And that's exactly how we're going to go into this campaign. Man, I'm already saying too much. Anyways, let's continue saying hello here. Jay Scott says, MAGA, let's go, and Maha, make America healthy again. I am 100% with that. And Berniel, I'm going to tell you something. I know there's some good stuff down there in California as well, but one of the things that I want to concentrate on with these farmers over here in Washington State is going to be Maha. We want to make sure that everything that the farmers use, it's safe and is very, very good for crops and, whatever the farmers are going to be growing for the markets and stuff like that. Man, I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be phenomenal. Thank you, Manuel. I have such faith in God, but I know people don't like to hear it, but I'm going to tell you something. I truly, truly have been inspired by Trump. I know, guys, listen, if you know me, on a very, very personal level, you will know that when things are not being done right, especially when people know that they're supposed to be doing something this way, I'm up here. Like my voice gets loud. I'll probably be that one guy. Hey, you're in my shot. Get off my shot. You guys remember that? You know who did that? Who remembers that? Get off my effing shot. I'm making a video here. No, I'm not like that. But, the point is, I'm not perfect. I'm going to be upset if somebody is not doing their job. And I will say, you're fired. If you're not doing your job, you got to go. You got to go. You know what I mean? So I'll take that from Trump. And I know at some point we're going to have a lot of leftists. They're going to be like, oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this Mexican. He think he's Trump. He trying to be like Trump. Maybe, but it wouldn't be a bad thing to be like Trump. So I'm all good with that. Rolando Crisostomo is flexing. Let's go. Let's go. Jacobson, talk about your platform since you want to run. Okay, so we're about to get started on this economy thing. Somebody asked about economy. If you ask for the economy talk, I want you to put that comment down again, okay? So we can go there. Let's see. OP Jeff, you are a total paid actor. Hey, guys, that means I'm doing a good job. If somebody thinks I'm an actor, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll tell you that right now. All right. You know what? The microphone is blocking my pen. I don't like that. So we're going to switch that baby over here. Yeah. Ozzy, what are you doing there? You behaving, Ozzy? All right, there we go. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's see, Jeff Mamon. Jeff Mamon? Oh, he hasn't done one thing he said he would do. Laugh my A's off. Who? Trump? Bro, he said he was going to secure the border. Done. He said he's going to do deport everybody. He's trying. But you guys keep blocking him. You can't expect somebody to do the work and then you're going to get in the way and not let him do. Where's Dirty Money at? Dirty Money's out. Uh-huh. Dirty, the rules as a moderator. We do not ban people. We put them in timeouts, but we do not ban people, okay? Let them speak freely. But also don't accept threats. If you do any, if you see any threats on there, make sure you screenshot that, and I'll appreciate it. All right? I'm going to go ahead and make you a moderator here because my partner governor has recommended you to be in here. All right, let's go there. You're good. We'll see how we do here. All right, there you go. Oh, Dirty Money, let's go. All right, so now you're a blue guy. You're a moderator now. Let's see, Marvin, Dirty, yeah. That's a real man right there. All right, Paul said he stopped how many wars? At least 7. It's 8, but no, who's counting? Somebody says, oh, he didn't stop no 8 wars. He just went over there and talked. Well, that's exactly how you stop wars, with diplomacy. And sometimes you got to drop some bombs on nuclear facilities like in Iran. You got to sometimes tell Israel, hey, knock it off. And sometimes you got to let Hamas know we will destroy you completely if you don't comply. And well, President Trump is very patient. He's not the devil here. He's trying to be as good as he can. And as I said, I think he'd be better than me. I wouldn't be a good president here in America. I'll tell you that right now. So, hey, thanks for the sub. I see you. New subscriber. Let's go. Hey, Bernil, did you notice that we are almost at 10,000, my friend? We are almost at 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it myself either, but there we are. Let me see how many we got. 9,800, I think it was. Let me see. 9,800 subscribers, guys. 9,800 subscribers. I don't do anything to deserve that. That's just patrons signing up to get their hands dirty with the truth, supporting other patriots that want to support this country. Just so you guys know a little background about me, if you're new in here, I am a migrant from Honduras. I came here legally. My mother brought me here. We applied for the green card. We got approved, and I was a green card holder for over 2 decades. Now you say, why the hell were you a resident holder for over 2 decades? Well, one of the main reasons is because I wanted to make sure that I was going to be faithful and loyal to this country before I made my decision. It's kind of like having a girlfriend, which of course I didn't do this when I was young, but I would if I can go do it again. I would wait until I'm married to do anything with any woman. And that's something that I would change. Happy Halloween, Daniel. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I see. I feel the love. You guys are amazing. You guys, ¿qué pasa, güey? Adam knows how to trigger me. Adam knows. I love that. Adam knows. You know what? I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to find that clip. Watch. Let me try to find that clip. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, here we go. It's 50. Oh, remember that's Facebook. I don't want that crap. Let me see videos. Let me see this one right here. All right, guys, I'm gonna share this, and I'm gonna show you why I love it when Adam says this. Okay. This is the one thing I love about doing this here on my computer at home instead of just the phone. Okay. Here, let me see. Okay, where are you? What's going on here? Oh, it's because I hide it. Okay, there we go. All right, this is a comedian, guys. I'm sure you guys know who this guy is. But he's doing his skit. All right. All right, here we go. Here, this is for you, Adam. This is so everybody can enjoy why I love it when Adam comes in here with that, okay? I hope you guys like it as well. There we go.
Thank you, brother.
Man, I love you, brother.
I appreciate it, bro.
So all you niggas, whites and browns, jeaners, tacuaches. See, I'm Mexican. I can say, what's up, nigga?
¿Qué pasa, güey?
¿Qué pasa, vato? You said shit.
And now you guys know why. Every time Adam comes here, that is exactly why I say that, okay? Now you know. Now you know. All right. Oh, man. It is hilarious. So that way when you say it, Adam, that's why I always say that. Mr. Toka in the house. Hello from Russia. Dang it. How do you say hello in Russian? I only know how to say das vidanya. And yes, duh. That's all I know. So when you're leaving, let me know so that I can use my word. Let's see. Give Dennis a like, people. Come on. How many likes do we got in here? Man, that's it? 46 likes? Man, it's a slow night. I know it's Friday night, people, but damn, that is very slow. Let's see. Jacobson, other than praising Trump, what are you planning to talk about? All right. Well, I mean, anything that you talk about really is going to praise Trump because he is responsible for everything that's happening. I'll tell you what. I'll let you guys ask questions, okay? If you can ask a question with a super chat, well, God bless you. I appreciate it. But if you can't afford $1, I understand. Just ask the question, all right? Here we go. Just for you guys. I'll be paying attention. I'm going to let you ask the question. Somebody asked the questions about economy, but I want to know specifically what about the economy, because I can just go on, and then I'm going to end up giving Trump all the praise. Well, I mean, you know, the human praise. My worship praise goes to God. Della Carrasso. Jamie Salinas says, if there was a poster board or a douche, it would be Dennis' face. Jamie, Jaime, brother, just put it in Spanish. It's okay. I understand. English is hard for you to type. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Cole Cabernet says, vote for Dennis Herrera for governor of Washington State. Let's see. Liberty for all. ¿Qué onda, vato? ¿Qué tú dices, amigo? ¿Por dónde andado? Sorry, that's my fake Cuban accent, bro. I know you're Salvadorian, but you know. I mean, actually, to be honest, in order for me to talk to Salvadorians, all I got to do is speak normal like a Honduran. We talk very similar. Our accent is very similar. They're just like, there's some words that are different, but for the most part, we talk very similar. I think Salvadorians talk more with like a H sound, like a jota, you know. Halbadoreño. No, it's not Salvadoran, it's Halbadorian. You know, that's kind of how they talk. Not much, baby. Just standing here, grinding, doing the job that I gotta do every day, brother. That's what we're meant to do. So that's what we do. And here we go. David Johnson has a question. Here we go. You dare right? I think he's meaning you damn right. He's responsible for this mess. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're gonna benefit from it. Let's see. Dutch kid in the house. I'd like to hear your testimony, Dennis. When you came to follow Christ. Oh man. All right. If I get 2 ones in there, somebody punch a 1 in there, and if I get 2 ones, I'll go ahead and tell you how I came to Christ. Number 1, you got to know that I was raised in churches. Baptists, Pentecostals, Catholics. So I learned a lot about every religion on the Christian side. Adventist, Methodist, Triangular, Evangelical, Reform. Praise Trump for all his hard work. Bernier wants to know. Really, guys? All right. Man, how far do I start? Let me see. I'm going to start from when I got married. The way that I did it was the wrong way, by the way. But no Jehovah's Witness. They don't believe in hell, so that's a false religion to me. Yeah, that's not me. There was I was going to tell my how I came to Christ, and everybody left. What happened? YouTube doesn't like me to talk about Christ, apparently. All right, so when I was married, I gave my wife a son because she asked for a son, so I gave her a son. I know you guys don't believe in this, but I actually knew, not anymore because now the factory shut down, but I actually knew what kind of male or female I can make to give to a woman, okay? In this case, my ex-wife. We used to fight all the time. Now, not because of me, but she would provoke me a lot. And then we used to fight. And it's just like, I would just push her away, like, don't do that. You're hurting me. You're scratching me, blah, blah, blah. And one day, I was in the jacuzzi, okay? I was in the jacuzzi, and my wife was like maybe 6 months pregnant or something. And there was a girl there, but she was like on the opposite side of the jacuzzi, and just because I was talking with her, she jumps in the water. Pregnant, guys. Pregnant. 6 months. Jumps in the water. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? Crazy. And so, I just like, I cuss up a storm, I'm smoking, I drink, and I never abused her, but I did all those things, right? And then we went to the doctor, and the doctor said that there was a clot between the placenta and the baby, meaning that she was going to abort the baby if we were not careful. So whenever she will hit me, I would just, I would try not to react to it. And so I will get away from her, trying to avoid, a fight or violence or any type of domestic stuff like that. And I remember one night, I was out on the balcony, I was up in the area, they call the city Mount Lake Terrace. I was out in the balcony, and I had a pack of Marlboro Reds in my pocket on my flannel shirt, because that was my look. And, hey, Ronald, how are you? You're just in time for the story. And, no, man, she was half black, half white. She was American. I don't know, for some reason, Latinas didn't find me attractive. Only older women and black girls. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's just the way it happened. That's why my first kid is black. Okay, and well, he's mixed. He's not black. And so I grabbed a pack of smokes. I mean, I just like maybe 2 smokes out of the 20 pack, right? And I threw it. I crumbled it. I threw it, and I looked up to God and I said, Lord, what am I doing? Help me. Bring me back to you. And that's it. That's all I said. So I went to my brother-in-law's church. He was an American, but he spoke Spanish. And I remember I told him, I said, I might show up to church. And I remember it was a Friday night like tonight, and they used to do worship night. That means that it was just alabanzas, like praise and worship, right? And I remember, and I opened these 2 doors to go in there, and then I got into the foyer, and I opened up 2 more doors, and everybody was dancing. They were singing and praising God, and I felt this like warm wind that just come right into my chest, and I felt weak, and I went up to the front of the altar, and I got on my knees, and I started just saying, God, forgive me. And I started sobbing, and I started crying, hot tears on my face. I'd never done that before. I never experienced that in my life. And I said, forgive me, Lord. And I closed my eyes, and I see him on the cross bleeding with the thorn. And every time there was a lightning strike, I can see his face, but he's looking at me with his eyes like, I love you, even though he's there with pain. This is what I'm looking. This is the vision that I'm getting. And he's looking at me like he still loves me, no matter how horrible I've been in my life. It was a wonderful experience. I felt the Holy Spirit come upon me, and I started speaking in tongues. Now, a lot of people don't believe in that, but I speak in tongues, and I can understand them. I can translate tongues, believe it or not. But it's not really me. It's the Holy Spirit that will do that when the time is right. If there is a message from God, he will deliver that message. And that's why I said that when I run for governor, when I do speeches, I will always ask people to hold on to my hands, pray for me, and that I am going to allow the Holy Spirit to give me words. And that's how you're going to talk. So if you guys are here, you were meant to hear that. So thanks you for that question. It's okay, Brian. Don't worry about it. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I saw a few signs that I would have never thought will ever happen in my life because I never asked for these things. But it was very amazing. Now, what I tell you is this. I will never trust any man. Ever. I will never trust any man. And if I tell you that I trust you, it's only because I trust God. And so I want you to understand that, okay? I don't want you to think I'm a hypocrite or that I lie to you, because there's things that you can say, you can say, I love you, man, but you're not really saying I love you. When I say I love you, I mean it. A lot of people just have a reflex to say I love you, right? So if I say I trust you, it's because I believe in God and I trust him. And if he put me with you, that's what I mean when I say it to you, okay? Hopefully that's not too confusing. But just so you know, in case you try to call me out on it, that's how I get my little disclosure, okay? Don't worry about Marvin, guys. Marvin is a little crazy like that. It's all good. Amen, amen, amen. All right, well, that's my story, how I came back to God. And that is my experience, personally, of course. But there was other amazing things that happened, and that'll be another time for another story. But let's go ahead and talk about the economy. Number one, first of all, I am not an expert on economics, okay? but I do know how to pay taxes, and I do know what being taxed feels like, and I do know what it takes to have employees and what it takes to make money and what it takes for the state and the city to make money from those taxes. What is very important to pay attention in your in your economy, in your city, in your state, when you see prices going up. I went to pump gas today, $4.79. $4.17. $4.17. And I said, what the hell happened to the gas price? Never mind. Gas tax. Yeah, got it. Yeah. That automatically puts it $1 over the price of what I should be paying right now. Here in Washington State, you got to understand that the inflation is always going to happen. Every year, inflation is going to keep going up. It doesn't matter what you do. It's going to keep going up. But there's a formula somewhere in there that tells you, okay, here's the government. The government is going to say, okay, we need a census. We're going to find out how many people we have in this state. Now, if they do it the right way and they only count residents and citizens, then the census will be right. It will be the right money allocated for the American people. Now, the problem becomes when you have too many foreigners in that area. The government, the United States of America, has a capacity of about, I think it's like 700, almost 800 people to migrate to this country. Now, they allow millions of visitors, that's fine. But migrants that are going to come here to stay every year, it's about almost 800 people, okay? That's not that many. And then you're going to have over 1 million people being accepted to come and stay in this country, or backwards. Might be backwards. So the reason why I say that is because they are counting with, okay, here's the census. You guys don't see that, but there is a census. This is how much money is going to go here. Where are you going? I'm going to Washington. Okay. Well, they got that track down. I said, okay, you're going to Washington. Yep, here we go. The governor receives, or the government in each state receives money from federal taxes being paid across all of the United States of America. So that census tells me that there is 10 million people here in Washington State. It's a little less than that. But there is a couple of million of illegal immigrants that are not counted in that. They shouldn't. The reason why they shouldn't be counted is because this is going to force governors, senators, and mayors to make sure there's no illegal immigrants in here collecting benefits or working when they have no permit to work. That allows for Americans to have choices of employment. So they have choices of housing, because housing is also a big part of the economy. Small businesses is a big part of the economy. When you buy products to sell from farmers and local businesses, that is helping our economy. When you're buying cheap products from across the ocean, that's not really helping our economy, because you're making money for your business, but you're not really giving back to the communities. That's not good. I'm not saying you can't do it. It's there, so do it. It's okay. You can do business your way. But here comes the problem. So in our economy, inflation is going to go up. And I explained this before, and maybe it didn't make sense. But here we go. Since we got just a couple of people watching in here. So in our economy here, give me a second. Sorry about that. No, bro. No. That's so annoying. So the economy is going to go, inflation is going to go up. Now, this is a reason why it is mandatory that every employer gives their employees a raise. Now, some companies, they don't really make that much to be able to say, okay, I'm going to raise this much money. So you get like a 50-cent raise, maybe $1 raise, whatever. The most I got before, it was like $2 something, okay? But the job was very difficult, and I was actually very good with it. So you have this to where, okay, the cost of living is going to go up. So everything in inflation goes up little by little. But it allows for us to make more money by having work. And then businesses, right, making money, they're going to give us a raise accordingly. So as the inflation goes up, so does our pay. And according to time, we'll continue to stay on track. It doesn't matter how high the inflation gets. That's just how it goes. And the reason why that changes is because the value of the coin changes depending on how much money we're making, how good we're doing with trade. Eventually our dollar, even though people are doubting it, eventually our dollar will go back to 100% max. It's going to beat the euro. That's just what I think. Maybe I'm just being too naive, right? But what happens? There is a disturbance in the force. For some of you Star Wars fans. There is a disturbance in the force, and all of a sudden we got 2 million extra people. Well, this got to catch up. We have no housing. Well, cost of living just went up fast, drastically, more than what you're going to get of a raise at work to catch up with inflation. Because now you got 2 million people that you didn't count for, and that destroys the budget. Now, that's not everything. That is not everything. Not only are 2 million of illegal people coming in here, I don't see questions there. Not only are 2 million people illegally here in Washington State, that means more cars, that means more traffic, that means more fuel wasted, that means more supplies being consumed. That means that everything is a higher demand, and there a lot of people take advantage, and sometimes they do price gouging, which should be illegal, but every business can do business the way they want to do it. Maybe there has to be a regulation on that. I don't know. I don't want to be a communist, and I don't want to be close to being a socialist either. So I try to stay away from that, but we got to figure out, we got to get the pros to look at these numbers and find out if there is anything that we can do so that we can help small businesses continue to give employment to those families that they have by having their business. Now, with that being said, the problem is not even that. As horrible as that is right there by itself, it's not even the problem. The biggest problem is your local government, your governor, your senator, your mayor, the people, the representatives of your house. All these people got to make the right decisions. And they should be afraid of the governor vetoing everything that they put on the table. And so I know the governor has the power to veto. I mean, the governor is the commander-in-chief of its own National Guard and is in charge of the whole state. So there is a lot of power behind it, and they got to be used correctly. You cannot just think that other people are going to do the job for you, but you got to watch them. You got to keep track of them. You got to supervise them. You got to get some responses, right? If there's one thing that I learned from President Donald Trump is this: transparency. We are not going to be having, well, I'm sure we'll have some meetings in private, but we are going to be having meetings in the open with all the press watching everything everybody says. And if somebody's lying and we get found out that somebody's lying, they will be held accountable. There is laws and rules that they also have to follow. Like, for example, I'm going to give you something that I know that they do in the House of Representatives here in Washington. The Democrats, because they are the majority, every time there's a bill to be passed, they literally come right behind the person that is voting, and they look at you like this. Are you going to vote for the bill? What are you voting? No, you got to vote for that bill right there. You got to vote for the bill. And they stay there and they intimidate you. Oh, I can't wait for them to do that shit in front of me. Oh, I can't wait. And then they get the vote casted. For some reason, that's not illegal. Boy, but that's going to be illegal that they do that shit in front of me. I'll tell you right now. So we got to pass bills. If we see, like Tulay Powell, right? Like Tulay Powell, he knows that we need to lower this interest on this. Okay, we need 2 points at least. And he says a 1/4, 1/2. That ain't shit. But anyways, You have to know when to say no to people. You can come over here with your purple, green, and red and pink hair and tell me that you have this great idea to help the LGBTQ. Nope, we're not wasting money on that shit. Every citizen, every Washingtonian will be treated the same way. You will not get no preferences for me because you're a minority group over the white people or over the Christians. You get the same freaking treatment. It doesn't matter what the hell you believe. That's just me. I know. It's hard to believe that I'm Latino. I think too much like an American, don't I? Well, believe it or not, this is Latino blood, and that is exactly what my mother used to be like. So I can imagine my father being a chief in the company. I don't know how he was, but all I know is that I have been very diplomatic since I was a kid, but only because I believe that all the suffering, all the struggles that I went through in life are no excuse for me to play the victim card. I don't believe in that shit. I believe that bad things happen to good people, and sometimes good things happen to bad people. But I always believe that we are individual people and we have the right to make our own decisions. Just as God, Christ, and the Holy Spirit does not force themselves on you to follow them or to convince you. Well, actually, the Holy Spirit will convince you by letting you know the truth. But it is ultimately your choice. All right? And that's exactly how you need to run the country. Now, is it easy to fire somebody? Of course not. You like this person. Let me tell you what I have. I am the kind of person. I love my children. Today, as a matter of fact, today, my daughter got whooped today. I've been telling her the last few times, I don't want to see this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Next time, I'm just going to go and whoop you. Understand that? Yes, I understand. Okay. Well, today, she did something I told her not to do, so she got whooped. Now, let me tell you something. The reason why I tell you that is it's important. Just so you know, my daughter, she is my treasure. Nobody touches my daughter. Nobody. I don't know how far I will go or what I would do for my daughter. And I love her dearly. I love her more than my own life. She is my treasure. She is the gift from God. And I hug her, and I kiss her, and I make little baby songs for her. Even yet, at the age of 12, she enjoys it. She laughs. She says she likes it, and she just feels special. Well, she got a whooping today. And she knows she was wrong. That's how it works. If somebody steps out of line, you got to address it. So it doesn't matter how much I like you. If we're working together and you're not doing your job, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to warn you again. And then I'm going to say, you're fired. And my face is not going to smile. I'm going to be pissed because you're making me do that. After I told you, after you know who you work for, what is your goal, what are you supposed to do in your position? If you're going to serve the people, you serve the people. I am not going to put up with any corruption. Liberty for all, thanks for the super chat. I see you. This is just me. Other who disagree, I don't care. But why big states like California, Texas, and others have to contribute for other states? Well, a lot of people like socialism. It's a capitalist world. But we do some sort of socialism in our country. And that is one that we redistribute wealth. Now, we don't give it to specific individuals. The way that we do it is, it's kind of like, picture this. You're the father, and you have all these 50 kids. These 50 kids, they're all going to work. They're all brothers and family. We're all family, right? Americans. We give you all this money. And then you say, okay, hey, listen, Carlos over there in California, well, they got this many people here, but they're making a lot more money, so let's go ahead and give them this amount. And then these people, there's a lot of people in here. Remember, there's a lot of people, okay, in the States. we're going to give them this much, but we think that they're going to make this much more money, so they get this. So they appropriate, taxes because they get a return like us, like taxpayers, right? And a lot of times, the states that are not doing so good, they get a little bit more funding for the size of their state. It doesn't mean that they get more billions and hundreds of billions more than somebody else. If they're a small state, they won't get that. But if they're big states, and I think Texas is one of these, I don't know why, but I think it is. I think California pays more, like 95, maybe 85 to 96 billion dollars, and Texas gets more refund than California. Am I right there, Berniel? I'm not sure about those numbers, but I think that's kind of how that works. Let me, oh wait, I can't type in there. No, that was it. Does that make sense? Let me see. David says, I will stand with him and fight for him. Oh, thank you, David. Jolner's Wrath says, as well as damage to your endocrine system. I don't know, my friend. I don't know what you mean there. I apologize. David says, discipline is very important. Yeah, David. Yeah. Yeah. The trolls secretly love this channel, Dennis. I know, and I love them, man. United States, it's in the name. We help each other. If there is a disaster in South Carolina, are the other 49 not supposed to help? 100%, bro. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys, and people probably won't believe me. But I get emotional when I think about the United States. You guys don't understand. Somebody that has suffered so much in their life, we get more sensitive towards doing good things, to where, like, if you do something nice for somebody, it's warming, heartwarming. You see, I can't be like Trump. I can be tough, right? But I can't be like Trump. Trump can play off his emotions. Me, I will tear up. Not like the fake Mandami, by the way. Those are fake tears. I mean, I know Bernielli's probably caught me crying in here a few times when I pray, but he said, I feel the love for the people. I feel the love for the needed. It's just like, I just don't reward people that break the law. That's all. I just don't reward people that break the law. Thank you for the super chat, Liberty. So it's like when mom tells the working son, help your lazy brothers because he's your brother. Kind of. Yeah. Something like that. That is a lot like it, I think. That's just the way I see it, though. Don't take my word for it. That's just how I see it. Anybody else has something different, by all means, put it on the chat. You're welcome, David. Klaus, yes, Trump can run again. I don't want him to run again. We cannot be that selfish. We think J.D. Vance can do the job. And I think that he will always reach out to President Trump if he needs to. But I think that President Trump should be done after 3 years. He needs to go spend the rest of his life with his family. Keep golfing. Keep seeing his granddaughter grow as much as he's allowed to see. He's up there. Who knows? Maybe he's got another 20 years left. But you guys got to know when to stop. The man works like a machine, and I appreciate that. It's inspiring. It really is. But Karen, he can get divorced, get married again, divorce again. It doesn't matter what his personal life is like. It's not illegal. He's not doing drugs. If he does a good job for this country, that is the sacrifice that they're willing to make, and that is a sacrifice that you should be grateful that they are making, because it's for the better good of this country, and that includes you and me, okay? Robert says, Dennis is the real deal. Man, I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to pretend to be somebody I'm not. One of the things, Robert, that people notice at work, when the owners or the CEOs will come to my department where we're working, everybody changes the way they are. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, the boss is going to be here. And I'm like, yeah, and don't you do your job? Well, what's the problem? Like, I'm mean. I know. I'm sorry. I can't be mean, but I'm trying to teach people something. Be yourself. Don't come to work and work because somebody tells you to work this way. Work with your own heart, with your own ethics. Be proud of the work that you do. You clean a toilet, do a good job. People are going to notice. Some people will call you names and put you down, but the people that appreciate it, that's the best cleaning toilet I ever seen. And guess what? You're promoted. And the owner comes by, and and the other supervisors and the managers, like, they're like this, and I'm, hey, how you doing, boss? Boom, and like they're older people, they're like, hey, Dennis, how are you? And they pat me on the shoulder, and it's just like, I love it. And then I turn around and they're looking at me like, what the hell? This guy just went over there and touched it. Like he's some sort of god. Like, he's like the Saudi prince. Nobody can touch. And every time that I talk, whether I'm talking, like now, there's some conversations that I will have to be respectful when we're joking around with some of the fools, that I would not have certain conversations in front of the boss, out of respect, of course. Now, he probably won't even say anything, but that's just me, because I look at him on a professional level, so my conversation is different. You see, this is why I didn't have a problem with President Trump saying that he grabbed the women like to be grabbed the kitties, right? That's why I don't have a problem with that, because that's locker room talk. I have heard women talking worse than that. Worse. And I'm like, whoa. They say us men are bad, but you girls, man, you guys are crazy. Now, when we go into meetings and we go and train here and we show people here, okay, hey, listen, I deal with respect with them. I know the conversations that happen. I know what's been said here and there. But there is a level of professionalism that you have to keep, and you got to know when to keep that. So I'm always the same, and no matter where I go, who I'm with, the only thing that I would change, maybe just a little bit of how the conversation is, out of respect, because maybe somebody else, of course, I understand, might get offended. So there's some things that if somebody else is there, you don't want to say, because you don't want to offend those people. Yes, we got freedom of speech, but we got to know when to use it. And this is what I mean to tell you guys. You have your freedom of speech. You're in my chat. Instead of insulting me, you can always say hello. How are you? Hey, I got a question about this. I disagree because this is what I learned. This is what I noticed. This is what I think. And that's how you communicate. So I'm never different for anybody. You see me on the street, I'm the same way. The only thing that's going to change me is if I am in pain. Right? So I got this arthritis on my tailbone. If I'm in pain, I might not even say hi to you. I'm not going to lie. But I love you, And it's like I learned to numb my pain by being distracted. I don't know if that's part of my ADD, ADHD that I've been working on for decades, but, I'm not always chirpy. Sometimes I'm like very serious, but I'm not like mad. I look mad, but I'm not. I have those things, like any other person, I think. But, there's places for freedom of speech to be used, okay? Just because you have a right by the Constitution in this country, it doesn't mean that you're going to go and be disrespectful in somebody else's house. Out in public, out on the street, whatever the hell you want. You're in a public, in a private chat, in a private workplace, or you're in somebody else's space, you got to have that respect. If you know you're not supposed to be blocking the streets and you're supposed to give authority the space to work in, and you're getting in their face, that is not freedom of speech. I am so sorry, but that's not freedom of speech. All right? We had a 6-foot rule during COVID-19. Respect that freaking rule of 6 feet distance. Okay? And this whole thing about getting close to somebody, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, and you're getting close, you're going to get slapped. And I'll be okay with that. So, one of the things that pissed me off about my governor here in Washington State, yes, he's my governor, even though I didn't vote for him, but he was elected. Whether he cheated or not doesn't matter. He was elected. One of the things that pissed me off about my governor here in Washington State was, and actually it was more the mayor. The mayor he's a lunatic, leftist. But the Antifa people with the LGBTQ, they had their fun. And of course, there's a couple of Christians out there preaching with the loud speaker. I don't agree with that, by the way. But They can't do that according to the law. And so they're out there. They were disruptive. I get it. But no violence, no riot, no throwing anything. The next time, the Christians get a. Hi, Renee. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm trying to concentrate on my story. The next time, the Christians have a meeting, they have a concert. Kids, families, everything is great. And Antifa and some of the LGBTQ people come in and start throwing balloons filled up with piss, with urine. And they start throwing things at them. And so some people are getting mad. Not every Christian is going to turn the other cheek like the way you think. Like me, as long as you're saying words, I'll walk away. But the moment that you touch me, something's coming right back your way. And it might just deliver you from sin. So anyway, the mayor makes an announcement in public. All right, he goes in front of the press and he says, "Oh, the way that the Christians in here acted and the way the Christians did this, unacceptable." Blah, blah. Like he went off on Christians, and the Christians were the ones that were being attacked. I saw this and I was like, I will be all up on his ass. I will be all over him. I will be like white on rice, as they say. Who the hell are you to tell the Washingtonians that the LGBTQ are special and that Christians are demons? Hell no. Not in my state. So I got some beef. I got to go. I got some things to say. One of the things I remember back 30 years ago, man, that was a long time. 30 years ago, I was in high school. And I remember saying about the gay people, and I said, listen, I don't think it's right for them, to, do the thing. But I am against people bullying them because they were getting bullied, okay? And I'm against that. So I don't care what they do. Keep that shit in the closet. And I don't want people to bully them either. So I am not going to be defending Christians over LGBTQ or LGBTQ over Christians. That's not going to work. Everybody, just like my mother used to say, I don't care who started it. Both of you are going to get a whooping if I have to come back in this room. And that is exactly how it's going to happen. You know why? Because these grown-ass men that are 60, 70 years old out there, they were never disciplined apparently, or they have Alzheimer's and they forget what they have learned in life. All the life lessons that they had, they forgot about it, and they're over there acting like little children, punching little orange men's dolls. Take that, Trump. Take that. Oh, I don't like you. How the hell? What? Come on, man. I get it if you're going to be a joke, etc. But you cannot be acting like a damn child. You're a grown-ass man. So we got to act like it. Now, if we're at a party and we're acting like fools, okay. We're jokers. We're clowns. That's the time to do it. But other than a party, that's not where you do it. And even in a party where there's professional people in there, you still got to have some type of ethics. All right? And etiquette is what you guys call it. All right. Whew. Man, with all that being said, let me go back here. A couple of comments. Renee says, brother, you're just you, and I know this because you're you. Yeah, that's right, mama. Let's see. Love that hat, brother. Thank you, Jamil. Marvin says, hi. I thought Marvin was here already, talking shit earlier. Was that my last live? I don't remember. All right, David, Don Jr., 2028. Nah, Don Jr., he's not ready. Even he said that himself, okay? Not that I wouldn't, because, yes, I thought about it as well, but he said no. So, Brian says, hello, Scott. Jamil, facts. Scott Abuso said, hi. Hello, my friend. If you're still here, I'm trying to catch up, guys. You guys don't do super chat, so I got to kind of look for some of the stuff, okay? Coley says, slap in the face, and I don't know. I don't know what you're saying there, bro. My bad. All right, let's see. Chin hair isn't hiding that second chin the way you think it. Moisty, why you gotta do me like that, man? You gotta, come on, man. Give me a break, bro. Half a century? Almost a half a century, okay? I still got another 7 months. I just turned 49 in June, so next June I'll be a half a century old. And Berniel, is there a way? Is Berniel still here? Berniel, you still here? I can't tell. All right. If Bernal, you're still here, I would love to come and celebrate with you down there for my 50th next year. Let me know if you're here. If not, I will catch you up later and give you that comment again. You guys are amazing. 190 more subscribers, and we hit that 10,000. All right, let's see. Darius is here. Darius has had some dumbass comments, but sometimes he says good stuff. Let's take a look. Let's see. Marvin, Darius Head. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man? See, he's always saying hello. Marvin says, I've seen a puppy cross the road. Darius says, still? I don't know what that means. What are you asking me? Let's see. Wolf says, we should not know what your preference is. It's none of our effing business. Keep that to private, not public. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, you want to follow the law of God, which basically said do not have public indecency. Yeah, okay. Let's see. How dare she have her own opinion the same way they've been spoken to? Despicable. Sure, I think where you're going with that sarcasm there, but it's not working for me, so make it better. He said the alphabet mafia. Only thing I don't like about Darius is that the hashtag, but other than that, he's free to talk. Let's see. Remember, God also said, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's right. That's why we're grinding every day. This is kind of the work that I do. It's what I got to do. Somebody's got to do it, so I get to do it myself. Let's see. Naeem says, Trump and I's looking for you, cousin Julio. Where's Julio at? Oh, man, you guys are going to make this chat very short. We are danger shutting down. 45. I know it's only going to be a couple of thousand views on this video, apparently. Let me see. As long as it happens in the gym, it's okay. It says, oh, the obesity problem is also really starting to get on my nerves. I'm not joking when I said that. I will release dire wolves into your neighborhoods. That is true, man. And you know what? I don't eat that much, believe it or not. It's just the food that we have, man. It's just not healthy. You know, it's not a big deal for those who have a high metabolism, but you got to understand that there's a lot of people that have disabilities that you can't just go and burn all these calories like a regular person would. I try to run and do this. I can't do it like I used to, man. The pain catches up with the joints, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm not going to pretend that I can kick everybody's ass and whatnot, but, in a moment of adrenaline, yeah, you never know how far you can go. I'll probably have a heart attack before I hit something, but, it's going to happen. Let's see. Jai says J.D. Vance is next in line. I believe him, and I think he's a good person in there to go. And if he's having problems with his marriage, which I cannot confirm because I haven't heard, but if he is having problems with his marriage and they happen to get divorced, etc., I think that Marco Rubio and Tulsi Gabbard are still a very good fit in there, and hopefully they will take off. They will take up on the baton. And when J.D. Vance gets ready, then he can run for president, and we can continue the winning streak. Man, Pete Hegseth, that will be. I don't know. I don't think the country can stand Pete Hegseth as the vice president. All right, let's see. Coley says, have the 50th at the ballroom on UFC Fight Night. Well, I don't like UFC, bro. I don't know. I know a lot of people like UFC. I can watch a little bit, but I don't know. I know it's weird because I used to box, I practiced martial arts, etc. I used to get in fights like that, but I don't know, man. I never been a fan of watching somebody just beat the shit out of somebody that is on a very disadvantageous position, if you know what I mean. So, hey, Jake, good evening. Dennis looks like an MS-13 member. What is a MS-13 Really? Huh. I don't think so, but okay. Michael Irvin says he's a dumbass. What? There he is. At hashtag Katie Johnson. Let's see. Cigano, Katie Johnson, definitely lying. Okay, I don't know who the hell is Katie Johnson. I can't remember. Let's see. Is somebody Katie Johnson in here? I don't see no Katie Johnson. I don't know who that is. You guys are pulling my leg. Brian says hello to Jake. All right. So we talked about economy, what I think economy works. Nobody gave a comment on that. That's fine. Well, how about them soybeans that all the Democrats were complaining about? And the reason why they complained about and they fed it to you so that you can share it with the rest of your leftist people, assuming I got some of those people in here, guys, was because it was China that was making the call, and they didn't believe that President Donald Trump was going to get any sort of deal with China. Now, I got something new to tell you guys. Now, I'm going to show you something really quick. Now, if you speak Spanish, you're going to understand. I'll just give you a few seconds of this. I want you to watch this, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information. Let's see where we go with that. So let me get back in my software here. I don't think Katie Johnson is important, is she? All right, watch this video right here.
Fatiga. El anuncio cayó como un trueno.
Ya no va a haber caravana o qué va a pasar. Ya no.
No hay caravana, dijo Douglas Velázquez, guatemalteco y organizador del intento fallido. Los grupos de WhatsApp donde antes se compartían rutas, comida y esperanzas, hoy están en silencio. La razón, según él, es clara. Los migrantes están exhaustos, heridos, desanimados. Muchos ya fueron detenidos y devueltos en autobuses por las autoridades mexicanas. Otros simplemente se rindieron. Pero detrás de esa aparente calma, el mensaje es contundente. México está logrando contener el caos. Bajo la directriz de la presidenta Claudia Sheinbaum, la estrategia de desgaste se impone sin disparar una bala. Dejar que caminen, que se cansen, que regresen. Una política silenciosa, pero efectiva. En las calles de Tapachula, el sentimiento ciudadano es firme. Ya basta.
Let me tell you what it's saying here. And this information is going to be very interesting. So this is in Mexico. And the one thing that the Mexican president is so proud of saying is she hasn't used one bullet to discourage the migrants that are trying to go to Mexico. Okay? Now, her strategy is to just let them keep walking, but nobody can help them. And so when they get tired, fatigued, they just give up and turn around and they go back home. That is the strategy. Now, many people in Mexico, all the Mexicans says, get out. We don't want you here. This country is for Mexicans. It's not for you guys. And all this mass migration that's going through here, they call it an invasion themselves in Mexico. And so all these people, it says, if you see the word, you don't see the word right there. Let me show you the word here really quick. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can make this. Okay, let me see if I can make this smaller. This is a Spanish word in here. Okay. Now, if you speak Spanish, you obviously know what they're saying, right? But that right there says, that's enough.
Se escucha en los mercados.
It's what you hear in all the markets.
Nuestros impuestos no son para mantener caravanas.
Our taxes are not to support caravans.
La gente lo dice sin miedo.
The people now say it without fear.
Migrantes vistos antes como víctimas ahora
The migrants that were once seen as victims are now
son percibidos como una carga,
they
una
are perceived as a burden, as a weight to the country.
amenaza al orden. Y cuando parecía que la
They are a threat to order.
frontera sur respiraba en calma, algo se movió en la
just when they thought the southern border was breathing with peace, something happened.
oscuridad. A medianoche, sin aviso, una nueva columna de migrantes surgió desde otra ciudad.
At midnight, without any advice or notice, a new migrant caravan started coming through the south.
Chiapaneca. Nadie sabe de dónde
They
salieron
don't know
ni
where they
cómo
come from.
lograron organizarse,
Nor how
pero
they
van
came.
rumbo al norte. Más de
Or how they
900 armas
organized.
en movimiento.
More than
La
900
pregunta es
people.
inevitable.
The
¿Podrá
question
México
is
detenerlos
unexcusable.
antes de que
Can
crucen la
Mexico-
línea invisible hacia
Can Mexico stop them before they cross the invisible line
el descontrol?
Nosotros venimos fue por un propósito.
of
Si Dios nos trajo hasta
uncontrollable
aquí,
action?
es porque vamos a a proceder a nuestro destino. Pues.
El amanecer en Chiapas
If we're
no
here, it's
trajo
because we're
calma,
going
sino
to
ruido de
a
pasos y gritos.
destination.
En redes comenzó a circular un video que encendió la indignación. Apenas 4 agentes del Instituto Nacional de Migración intentan detener a una marea humana.
It's just like 4 individuals try to stop a big, massive crowd of people without success. How about that? This is Mexico.
De casi 900 migrantes que avanzan por la carretera
Over
rumbo a
900
Huixtla. La escena
migrants
parece
at a
sacada
time.
de una película de guerra desigual. Los oficiales con
It looks like a scene from a movie of war where, you know, asylum seekers are from.
chalecos amarillos y altavoces gritan órdenes que el viento arrastra sin eco. Al Potondo, una multitud avanza con mochilas, banderas improvisadas.
There's a multitude of people that go in there with backpacks and teaching this and that. But look at this. It says Colombia, and then they keep quoting Bible. Like some people come in here and start quoting Bible as well. You see, they will play to your emotions so that you have pity on them, make you feel guilty, which is something that Democrats have been doing forever anyways. But they play on your emotions to make you feel guilty so that they can do what they want with you. Hey, Colin, what's up? Let's see. There you go. She's an opportunist like ugly Jean Carroll. Yeah, I don't care about those people. I care about just representing my country and my president. When people try to bring Bible or religion to me to make me feel guilty about being against illegal immigration, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. It doesn't. When you believe that your God is greater than you just don't question it. Jesus says to respect the law of the land. God said that we are going to be mistreated, but because we want government, that was our decision. Now we got rules and laws to enforce to keep our order. And you hear the Mexican government, from the Mexican president and the people, are saying the same thing. Illegal immigration is not a burden that Mexicans should carry. And they need to go back to their country where they come from. Where have we heard that before? Right? Very interesting. Now, here's something that you probably didn't even know. But check this out. This is between you and me. So the Mexican president is now... Okay, hold on. Pause. Liberties, thank you for the super chat. I strongly believe someone is paying this... Bro! Listen first, man. All right, let me just read the question. I was going there. Caravans to migrate. Anybody that wasn't to reach an unknown lands, they are hired a guide. Okay, man. Thanks for the super chat, because I was going there already. So here's the information, okay? Pay attention. The Mexican president is hearing the complaints from the Mexicans, right? The citizens of Mexico. So she's hearing all these complaints, and so she says, okay, that's enough. She canceled 30 encampments of illegal immigrants, which is approximately, if you see my short, you've probably seen it already, over 18,000 illegal immigrants. Of course, they're all homeless, but they were kicked out. They closed down these 30 locations where they normally accept people that are homeless and, migrants that come through Mexico. So she stopped allowing any type of funding. She's called thousands of National Guard troops to take control of the situation, okay? And then, guess what else? They were paying the migrants. That's why they can't do it no more. They were paying the migrants to go and make that whole long journey. Okay? Now, what they also say is somebody from the United States was also paying them. And guess what? They're not getting any money. And I love the government shutdown because Democrats cannot be getting rid of our taxpayer dollars anymore. So I say F the Democrat Party. Let them keep the government shut down. I think that we have proven that we don't need those fools in government. As a matter of fact, by them being in office, they are actually more of a burden to the American people. They have failed as servants to the American people, and as such, they should be fired immediately. We don't need them. Unless some of them want to reconsider and support the Republican Party that is actually doing something for this country. Now, don't feel bad. There can always be a brand new election from every state and get a new seat for a Democrat back in office. It's not the end of the world, but we can do it. I can tell you right now, we have proof, 100% proof, that the Democratic Party is just a big anchor that you are swimming with on a very deep ocean. You will get tired, and you will sink. Get rid of Democrats in office. They are useless. They are making $250,000 a year. And they know that a lot of Americans are being hurt. They know a lot of children will be hungry. Not yet, but they will be. And top ramen lasts for a long time. You're going to live on top ramen and macaroni and cheese for a very long time. I'll tell you that right now. You need what you need when you're poor. When you depend on the government, this is what you get. You get some American cheese. You get some eggs. You get some milk. Not the regular milk, the WIC milk. And then you get bread. You can buy peanut butter and jelly. You can go buy lots of mac and cheese, right? This is what welfare was supposed to be for, to get you certain items that will help you not to go hungry. But the food stamps, the SNAP benefits, was not there ever for you to take, or for whoever's on it, right? To take advantage forever. That is not how that works. And so what happens when you have dependency on the government? What you see today. What you see today. Now, somebody asked me this before, and I will tell you what's going to happen. I think if Mondani wins, bro, it's the stupidest thing that New York has ever done in their life. Do I like Cuomo? Hell no. If I was New Yorker, I'll run against him and throw him under the bus, so to speak. Not literally. Don't go crazy and say this guy's violent. Okay? Let me see what you got there. He's been quiet, but he's been in here. The one thing, I'm going to tell you something. The one thing that helps me as an American citizen is just to follow what we have in place right now. Law and order. It's very simple. I don't need no specific policies, but I will tell you illegal immigration is the biggest one. And Democrats are so more than willing to be able to do that. See, Democrats are the ones that support social services. But don't think is what you think. They do that because that's how they control you and your people. They only offer African Americans food stamps and EBT and all these benefits so that you guys can feel worthless, so that you guys can feel like victims, and that way you think that the white man is keeping you down. And they tell you, go ahead and grab a joint, grab a 40. That's what you do. That's what black people do. Smoke menthol cools. That's going to make you happy. Hey, just chill, relax, don't worry about it. Listen to some gangster hip hop. If you know what, somebody steps out of line, just pop them, right? They're okay with that. They're okay with black people killing each other. That's the Democrats. What is Trump doing? He's stopping that. He wants the black community to thrive. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to listen to it from a Hispanic migrant that doesn't know jack squat about blacks, why don't you go listen to my boy Sell Your Podcast, Sell Your Life Podcast, Will, and then you guys can go ahead and have some truth from a black man that knows what he's talking about. Right? He can tell you what I am telling you right now because it is the truth. There you go. Go visit that channel right there. Go listen to a brother that stands for the black community that actually understands what the hell is going on in this country, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Liberty for all. Thank you for the chat. The only way to get rid of a party, of course, I don't want that, but you know what I mean. It's being just metaphorically. Of a party is to make a new party. I heard Elon Musk wants to make just that. It already happened on Mexico and El Salvador. Well, I mean, the reason why I don't like that idea. Hey, Trinity, how are you, lovely? Yeah, no, it's okay. Let Chris cry. He's an old child. It's okay. Somebody get a blankie for him, will you? Somebody get a blankie for Chris. Let me see. Darius. Okay, I don't know if you're actually the person on the picture. You look black. Darius says, I never said I'm a Democrat racist. No, I'm not. Who called you racist? Darius, I apologize, man. Do you think I said that? It's not to you, my friend. I didn't say you're a Democrat. I always say like if somebody is in here, but I don't. I will say Darius, okay? I don't know who you're talking to. We don't listen to coins. You know Republican hate you, numbnuts. I'm not sure. Who's he talking to, Bernal? Well, see, that's the thing. Okay, so you're talking to me, right? Okay. So that's the thing, Darius, that I want you to look at things, if you will. I want you to look at things differently. What I mean by differently. Here, for one, let me tell you, I have only experienced racism from black people. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I like to believe that I am what they call colorblind. And by that, it's because in Honduras, there's black people, there's light skin, they're mixed. We're all mutts down there. Indian, Spaniard, we're all mutts. But we don't have racism, at least not when I was there. And every time I go back, I don't see it. You see blacks, Asians, everybody that we have in Honduras, we're just brothers. And I think I was sharing with Trinity one time that we used to all gather together to play soccer, and we will just pitch money in, whatever coins we can get, and whoever won will win a 1 liter of Coke. And then we will share it, and we'll take a swallow each from the same bottle. Black, light, Indian, with all of us. We didn't feel grossed out by each other. We didn't think somebody was ugly because of the color of the skin. We didn't think that blacks were better or less than us. We all were just competitive. We all competed against each other. And so, because I have that in my life, when I come here to the States, even though only black people have shown to be racist towards me, that doesn't make black people racist to me. And so I learned to not look at people by what they stand for or I want to see what they do. So I don't look at Democrats and I don't look at Republicans. For one, Darius, you didn't know that I was a Democrat, right? You didn't know I was a Democrat because you automatically see this and you think, oh, this guy's a Republican for Trump. Well, Make America Great is a great slogan. And it's all about America. It's not about Trump. And so when I see something that has been done for our country, I see patriots doing that. Unfortunately, in our current history, Democrats haven't done shit but destroy this country. They have been destroying our economy for the last couple of decades that I can tell myself. And the only one doing something, which by the way, I'm know you sure by now, President Donald Trump must have a double and a triple because that man is awake more than any of us will ever be. He has accomplished a lot more than any president in history has. We went from being the laughing stock of the world because of Biden and airhead Kamala Harris and all the goons that we have, all these lying, corrupted politicians that should have been fired a long time ago. The world was laughing at us, hating us. And because we wanted to be politically correct, we allowed all these terrorists to come into our country unchecked through an open border. We have allowed fraud, voting fraud, to happen throughout the United States of America. We got hundreds of thousands of Somalis that keep putting dumbass Somalis in Congress, and you guys don't do shit about it. So you're losing your country, and you're blaming the one freaking person that is fighting to save your freaking country. He loves it more than any of you and I will ever do. So stop looking at his past and personal history, because your personal history is probably worse. Liberty for all says, thank you for the shot, bro. Says Trinity. What the? Oh my God, seriously? Trinity, I have a bone to pick with you. It's about your comment about abortion. Oh boy, don't go there, man. She's gonna eat you alive. Let's see. People in other countries protested our president. Yes, because they were fed lies. Now, I want you to listen across the world. Tell me, who protested our president? Were they LGBTQ people? Were they psycho people? Were they the ones that hate themselves? The same ones that don't want to raise their country's flag and they happily raise the Palestinian flag? Is that the same people that you're talking about? Because I don't know about you or anybody else, but in my country, the United States of America, the only flag I want people raising is the American freaking flag of the United States of America. That's the only flag. These motherfuckers don't give a shit about you Americans. They're over there campaigning, specifically in Minnesota. Not the American flag, but the Somalia's flag. Vote for me. I need your vote. And you know what? They give it to them. How are these illegal immigrants voting people into Congress? Talk about Ilhan Omar. One of the rules about becoming an American citizen is that if you lie in your application, you will know that citizenship. How is she still in Congress again? When she lied, when she married her own brother to get papers to come here? Talk about that. How many times are you going to sit there and ignore the fact that you don't say shit about the people that are actually destroying this country? You told me to go look at some dumbass Johnson. Why don't you go look up Talib Rashid? Why don't you go look at Ilhan Omar? Why don't you go look at this Halbert guy? Why don't you go to look at all these terrorists that we have in Congress? Why don't you go do that and then come and tell me what have they done that Trump has been overdone by? Brother, today you are not on the right side of history, as you people like to say. Because whether you're a Democrat or not, if you don't support this country and the one person that is fighting for it, you are on the other side. There's not such thing as independent. There's only patriots. And I got Democrats and Republicans in my channel. I got independents in here. But in here, we're just patriots. We're just Americans looking out for America. And then we get to see the people that don't want to look out for America. We got Chris that is praising Obama for releasing 5 high-level terrorist Muslim leaders to receive an American traitor Muslim that hates America, and he praises him like he's the best president in the world. The same president that gave $600 billion to Iran when they're threatening our American lives. That is who Chris worships, Obama. The same way, the same one that destroyed the Muslim infidels that he didn't like and protected the Muslims that he likes. Yeah, right. Yeah, you go ahead and keep praising Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Keep praising him. He deported over 3 million Hispanics and allowed over 300,000 unvetted Muslims into our country. And nobody says anything about it. This country became more racist by the day since Obama came into office. Michelle Obama sat there and bitched and complained about the white people. How does a black woman that has been voted in by white people go in there and, speaking of Biden, the hand that feeds you? That's a fact. Johnny the Monkey, can you find Iran on a map? Yes. Unfortunately, yes. It is east of Israel. Let's see. You know they want you gone. They hate you, Dennis. I don't feel it. I got too many patriots lying to me, saying that they love me, and they think that I am an American patriot, and that's enough for me. As a matter of fact, everybody in here can hate me as long as I have Trinity and Berniel that believe otherwise. That's all that matters to me. 2 people. That's it. Because the Bible says where 2 or 3 in my name they gather, I will be there. So out of 9,000 people that want to subscribe to my channel, I just need 2 of them. The rest, I appreciate. You see that, Darius? That is a big difference, my friend. Your mind has to be changed, but nobody can change it for you. You got to do it yourself. Now, you already know what they're preaching out there on the Democratic side, because they are truly Democrats. They don't want no neutrality. They don't want to be like us. They don't want to work things out. Excuse me. They just want it their way or the highway. Here, at least, you get to say something. I think I've shown that, right? I mean, even if we disagree, I've shown that I'll allow you to say stuff. That sauce, though. Oh, and me. See, I got 3. I got 4. My man is here. Renee's here, bro. That's 5. Man, I got more than 2. Look at that. And, of course, my faithful cool cat, Renee. That is American patriots that protect the United States of America. Man, I love that. That is crazy. Facts change my mind. Is the border secure? Did President Donald Trump make a deal with President Xi that allowed only American farmers to start buying millions of tons of soybeans for the next 3 years? Did we stop Iran from creating or achieving nuclear capabilities? Did we make a over $13 trillion deal agreement with the Saudis in the Middle East? Did President Donald Trump help the Abraham Accords? Did President Donald Trump stop Thailand and Cambodia from fighting? Did 70,000 monks from Cambodia say that the Nobel Peace Prize goes to President Donald Trump? Did President Donald Trump attack boats full of drugs coming to our country and destroy them completely? Is that enough facts or you need more? We got more. Trinity, how about your answer? I like it. See, Trinity is working the books here. She's not going to answer. She's going to make you ask her one more time. Here, the super chat. Do you want more? Oh, okay, Liberty, are you drinking? This guy's drunk. Trinity, take advantage of him. No es cierto, compadre. No es cierto. Oh, man. Facts. Did I change your mind yet? Let's see. Come on. No, Darius is listening. They probably did, but that's not Trump. And I'm going to say this. If they don't behave, Trump will annihilate them, and that is exactly what I would do. Now, we're talking about us here. We're talking about us. Here, riddle me this since you asked that question. Have Democrats secured the border? Did Democrats stop Iran from creating nuclear capability? Did Democrats go make a deal with Saudi prince? What have Democrats done? Nothing. Have Democrats pledged to help Venezuelans be free? Have Democrats secure a deal from the new president that will be in Venezuela? And by the way, she's not a regime. She is the Nobel Peace Prize winner. Did Democrats support her? No. Do Democrats want us to stop attacking cartel drug dealers? Yes. Do Democrats put illegal immigrants before Americans? Yes. Do Democrats shut down the government to give illegal immigrants and other people throughout the world our money, tax-paying dollars? Yes. Anything else? 13 times Republicans have voted to open the government. Republicans have paid the military when Democrats decline. Republicans have signed a deal to go ahead and give money to SNAP and to pay federal employees. Democrats denied. What else? Allow me to eat a piece of chocolate here for my zits. Liberty for all, Trinity, I don't see it. Do you want Dennis to answer that? Hey, I don't want to. Whatever you're asking her, I want no piece of that. All right, let's see, Darius. Much love to you, man. But give me something. All right, okay. $40 billion to Argentina. What did we get for it? I like your questions because it sounds like you don't know, but that's good. You have to know. It's because it was being wasted, not being used on special education like they tell you. That's a lie. Let's see. Who do you support? Trump? Yes. Frank, like what? Farmers have been crying for the last couple decades, my friend. It's not tariffs. I mean, I guess tariffs could be part of it, but that's not the reason. We've been losing farms left and right here in Washington State before Trump came in office. This is my state, my friend. I got to know what happens in my state. So maybe I am making, we got nothing. We have rare earth mineral deal. We were able to get some stuff from them. Plus, they are our allies. And believe me, you want Argentinians on our side. I know, they're kind of like the French. You can't really trust them, but, you know. We're still friends and brothers, and we got to help each other. Tariffs are a lot better. I guess that's the reason why China's President Xi decided to make that deal with President Trump. So, just to kind of clarify, guys, what we want in this country is, of course, we want our manufacturers back. We want investments to be done here. I mean, by now we have collected over $21 trillion. By the way, we haven't even finished 1 year, and we already got $21 trillion deals, bringing money back to America. That leaves us at $17 trillion in debt. And every year we're collecting over $3 to $4 trillion in tariff money. I think we're going to be okay. Let's see. I'm a felon. Wait, what? Why can't you get food stamps? Are you not working? Serious question. Marvin is drunk. I don't know what he said there. Darius, why can't you get food stamps? Is that what you said? It's for the next 3 to 5 years. Sean wants President Trump forever. God damn, Darius, put a super chat in there, man. You asked so many questions. Nautic Nomad. Hello there. Jeremy, please do inform me. I give you information, and if you don't agree with it, I want you to tell me why. Go on now. You can do it. Thomas. Darius, try to keep up, bro. Hold on, he's learning something. Hopefully, he's learning something. You got to empty the glass a little bit, my friend, so you can learn and to add some more to the glass. An otter. Oh, okay. Oh, good for you, man. CSI, huh? What kind of CSI? Because you know, there's an FBI out there, but it's not really what the FBI means. Good for you. At least you're working, my man, and you're doing something for your country. Good job. Oh, I see. On the scale from 1 to 10, how gullible I am. How gullible am I? On a scale from 1 to 10. Darius, you might as well dream big. I'm 12. I'm like really gullible. Yeah, probably. Probably. I like to believe people right away. Thank you, Robert. I like to believe people right away. I know, Renee. And then, as gullible as I am, I like to ask those people questions just to get to know them really well. And then I can make a decision if we can be friends or not. How much have we made in deals yet so far that you think? I may be off. I may be off by $1 trillion or $2 trillion. Go ahead. How many trillions of dollars? Do you believe Trump has made any deals at all? I know 19 was the last one, but how many do you think? Nah, I know you're not serious now. You're not serious. They signed it on TV, bro. Wait, then that was a fake paper? They're both bombing each other. They're both bombing each other. Why don't we watch this video here so you guys can have some knowledge on this immigration problem that we have. For those of you who didn't get to watch it, I know Trinity was busy, but for those of you who didn't get to watch it this morning, I'm going to play the English version of this video so you can see it, okay? Let me refresh this chat here. Enrique, ¿estás allí? Enrique, ¿estás allí, Enrique?
The Mexican army should close its borders and ask that every Honduran or foreigner who wants to enter should do so properly, not in a violent manner like those damn invaders invaded our land.
We are not racist. We simply ask that people enter our country respectfully, respecting the laws as we would. These subsidies for Venezuelans, Colombians, and all of them are already too many. It would be better if they did something for Mexicans. Mexicans have taken direct control to expel a migrant caravan that was advancing through the south of the country, demonstrating that the patience of the citizens has reached its limit.
What are the neighbors saying? That they do not want a shelter for migrants to be set up on this property.
Because we do not want immigrants. We are invaded by migrants, and that is enough. They seem to be from here, and they treat them better than those of us who are from here, those of us who are Mexican. Enough is enough. This caravan, made up mainly of migrants from Venezuela, Cuba, and other Central American countries, had settled in abandoned homes and temporary shelters without permission, creating chaos that the locals were no longer willing to tolerate. They are here just for the time being, so the government should provide them with some toilets because you are beginning to realize the plague that is coming out. In other words, this is a hotbed of infection that we cannot tolerate.
No, we
the
don't.
citizens themselves, tired of seeing how their communities were affected by the illegal occupation of private and public properties, decided to take action with their own hands, organizing massive protests that included roadblocks and direct visits to the shelters to demand the immediate departure of the intruders. You are not welcome in this country. Get out of here.
She is one of the hundreds of Mexicans who protested. Right now we are suffering the most, right? In terms of hotbeds of infection, and honestly, to me, in my opinion, they did come to take away a bit of our peace, right? Because this was a recreational park, and now what has it become?
The movement began in Chiapas, where the Freedom Caravan began its march in early October 2025 with almost 1,000 people who intended to advance north, but Mexicans did not stand idly by. In communities such as Tapachula and Tonala, groups of residents formed human and vehicular barricades to block the passage, shouting slogans such as "Get out of our country," and forcing the migrants to retreat. In other words, first of all, it was not an eviction because this is not a lodging. In other words, this is a public square, not a hotel. Videos circulating on social media show intense scenes in Tijuana and Chiapas, where citizens expelled Cuban and Venezuelan migrants from makeshift shelters, arguing that they had taken over spaces intended for locals in vulnerable situations. "We are not going to allow them to invade our homes and streets," said one protester.
They even harass the neighbors, they cook in the street. Residents of 11 neighborhoods in the southern part of the capital of Chiapas demonstrated to demand the relocation of migrants currently living on sidewalks and public spaces. They claim that they generate insecurity and public health problems.
The governors and mayors of several states quickly aligned themselves with popular pressure, implementing drastic measures to block the path of the caravan. In Oaxaca and Veracruz, local authorities blocked access to key roads and denied permits for camping, while in Guerrero and Michoacán, the mayors issued direct orders to evict any migrant settlements.
In Chiapas, the community of Venezuelan migrants was evicted from the park in the San Francisco neighborhood south of Tuxtla Gutierrez due to a neighborhood protest. They did not back down. President of Mexico, the order you gave, here they are killing us all by beating us. It is an order from the President of Mexico.
The governor of Chiapas, for example, deployed state forces to break up gatherings and transport migrants back to the southern border, arguing that state sovereignty could not be compromised. The caravan, which had advanced barely a few hundred kilometers, completely disbanded on October 21st, with the last 70 migrants agreeing to be transported by the National Migration Institute back to their countries of origin or to border checkpoints. They want to send you back because you don't have a permit. That's when immigration comes, that's when immigration is really present. So, they take you there, take you to Tapachul, and send you back there, and your family stays here and you don't.
These houses that you see there, they're actually on the sidewalk. They're blocking the sidewalk, and they made their own little houses with plywood and wood that they can find, just like in California. So that's what I think about those things. Some people don't agree with how things happen, but it is what it is.
Don't know where you are because you can't communicate with them for 3 days. Claudia Sheinbaum's presidency was quick to respond to this wave of citizen outrage. After days of intense protests and reports of direct confrontations, the federal government ordered the mass expulsion of the caravan, activating accelerated deportation protocols that included the deployment of the Mexican military to secure the route.
Those of us most in need are thrown out of the house of the Lord. Blessed are those who come in the name of the Lord.
There you go, David.
Look how they throw those of us most in need out of the house of the Lord.
We feel like dogs. Behind the caravan or in front of the caravan comes immigration and says things that are lies.
What I want to know about this whole illegal immigration thing, and I say this early in the morning, I said, what do you expect? They already know that they're going to go through this struggle. They know they're not going to be welcome. They know that all these bad things are going to happen to them on the way to their goal destination is. And yet they go and do it anyways. And then they try to make people feel guilty about defending themselves in their own land. That's their fault. It's not ours. And you can see them getting kicked out of this Catholic church, right? I don't know what you guys think about that, but, I hope that this kind of videos helps those people understand why they shouldn't come to this country illegally. And none of us should support that to be a good thing. That's how I feel about it. Now, Darius, I hope that you kept up with all the information that you've been gathering here. Seems like everybody else here knows what's going on, except you're trying to catch up, or you are just trying to go against everything everybody is saying. I don't get kicked out of a Catholic church. Is it the entitlement that people feel? The reason for this video, Darius, as I know you're not keeping up, is the massive illegal invasion that we had in the last 4 years for the administration, that whether you're a Democrat or not, you haven't said shit against them. But you have said everything against us for all the facts that we give you and all the things that we tell you. And if you don't agree with one of the facts, you never put an answer to what the actual fact is. So therefore, you're not really learning anything, and you're just wasting people's time. Now, I don't care whose friend you are, but the fact that you are not willing to give any information and then just make dumb questions, that's on you, my friend. If you don't want to learn, don't ask. Okay? But we point out a lot of stuff. You said, give me one thing, give me two things. I gave you multiple things. Multiple things. And that's still not enough for you. Just one thing, securing the border, that should be enough. But that's not enough for you. You think you're paying tariffs? Do you know how the business runs? You know how the business works? Tariffs are a surcharge. It is a cost of doing business. You get to deduct that from your business when you do your taxes. You don't get all of it back, but it does help you. It does not affect your business. If you're selling good goods, if you're a good businessman, you're not going to have a problem with your business. That's how it works. Do you think that somebody that used to pay $1 for parts 20 years ago, do you think they have a problem paying $100 today? No, because that's how it is today. So I see that you missed the whole thing about China. I was trying to watch the video there for you again, but that sauce though. What benefits me? Tell me. What is the benefit for me to tell you what's going on in this country? You said I'm propagandist. Okay, what? What's my propaganda? I know, Renee. No. Darius, are you paying attention? What has your local government done? Are you in a blue state, by the way? Let me ask you that first. Are you in a blue state or a red state? And you were wrong about China. I would too vote for Trump again, but he won't. Thank you, Rudy. Absolutely, sir. Okay. 19 trillion. My bad. Go on. Now, that was 19 trillion before he went to Asia. Then he made $556 billion deal with Japan. Did you know that one? Tell me, how many trillions of dollars that he just made deals with in Asia right now? Add it up. I might be short. Dirty money got you, Darius. Red State and what? Red City as well? Cutting Edge says, thanks for the super chat, man. Cutting Edge says, Donald, remember, is a plan of 100 years. The UN is part of this, and certain people of 50 plus nations and like to have 350 billion of people, and they like death. They say this is 1979. Yeah. Oh man, that's Georgia. That's blue, man. Georgia don't sound red to me, to be honest. A red state with a blue city. Let's see. Georgia. The state never voted Republican until 1964, making it the last continental state to do so. Since then, Democrats have won the state just 4 times. For native son Jimmy Carter in 1976, 1980, Southerner Bill Clinton in 1992, and for Joe Biden in 2020. Yeah, it seems like there's no brains in Georgia. And let me see. And what is the city of Georgia? Here we go. Y'all make me look for some information. No, we're not paying for your shit. Bona fide, rebellion, stronghold for you. What's in Jordan? God, I wish there would be more freaking specific. I didn't got time to read this whole damn story. What the hell is the city of Georgia? You're making me look information about a state that I don't give a shit about. I don't know, man. It looks all red to me. Yes, what is that? Democratic blue states and presidential election. It's a purple. The party rapid to say statement. Man, it's fucking useless, man. I asked for the capital city of Georgia. I thought Georgia was a state. I thought Georgia has a city, but apparently it's just a piece of land and nobody knows what the hell is going on. All right. Well, I think the night it's over. You guys that don't have any good questions. I mean, the only person in here, I got all Democrats. I mean, I got old patriots in here. We got one guy that don't know where he belong. Atlanta, Georgia. Dang it, that is the city. Atlanta, Georgia. Man, there's a lot of Hispanics in Atlanta. A lot of Hispanics. Okay, yeah. All right, I just wanted to confirm. That's all. Yeah, it's a blue city. Okay. Sorry, I doubted your information there, my patriot. Let's see. Man, Rudy made a good comment. I missed it somewhere. At Darius' head, it's real sad that Democrats are not demonstrating or protesting like this for homeless Americans. That is very true. Major economists are predicting stagflation. They're wrong. You'll see. Texas all red. I'm hearing some negative things about Texas, but I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up with Texas there, to be honest. So you guys will know more than me on that one, I think. Let's see, Brian. Let's see. Don't see any protest about Hamas shooting Palestinians either. Ooh. Yeah, I saw those people getting shot, execution style. I didn't see one protest over here either. As a matter of fact, people were celebrating that. Very interesting. Adam, I have a piece of land in Georgia. I'm selling beautiful suburb of Atlanta. $30,000 for a buildable lot. Cobb County. Damn. Man, if it was down in south of Florida, bro, you know what I'm saying? Give me a call. Let me get a piece of that land. Just as long as there's no alligators and crocodiles there, I should be fine. Let's see. Oh, dude, my head hurts so bad. All I can say is Trump was right about everything. No, but I would love to live in Florida. Only because Florida is so close to fly to Honduras from there. Trump was right about everything. Sunshine, I find it difficult to believe you voted for him any times. Kind of being busted for the murder towards criminals. That sucks. Thank you, Renee. I take those prayers. Thank you all for your time today. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the super chats. You guys are lovely. I appreciate you. You prove all these monkeys over here wrong every single day. I know that we're not getting the views that we were getting before. I'm not sure why YouTube is kind of blocking those things now, but you know, I have a good time when you guys come in here. Thank you, Renee, for your support. You had some good advice, some good words. Appreciate it. Adam, you as well. David's still trying to figure out what the hell Jesus said about immigrants. I'm not sure what he wants to know about that. Brenda, thank you, cousin, for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Much love to you. Sunshine says, yeah, right, you would think that. I did indeed vote for his lying ass. I just hate how deeply uninformed Dennis is. Thank you, Johnny. Well, this is what I don't appreciate. When you guys say that I'm uninformed, but then you don't tell me the information. Allow me to be informed. That's exactly what I want you to do. Show me the uninformation. Let's see. I don't think he was right when he said that he was going to fix the economy on one day. I don't take it literally, but I agree. I didn't take it literally. So from day one, he has, right? Yeah, of course, nobody's going to make, the economy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to happen. But from day one, he did started working on it. I don't think you can fix that from overnight. Even what we're trying to do here in Washington State, it's not going to be overnight. I don't know if he was meaning metaphorically or symbolically. I don't know what the hell he meant with that. But I have seen a change. Many people throughout the states, they tell me prices have gone down in the area. I can tell you that prices went down here in Washington State. Now, here's the kicker. Here in Washington State, our gas actually hit about $3.09 low this year with Trump's tariffs, okay? They passed a $9.5 billion taxes, increasing their gas tax, groceries, everything, cost of living, property taxes, all kinds of taxes went up. What do you think happens when the government raises taxes on the people? Everybody panics and start raising their prices on their product. And when they have to pay more for that product, well, now they have to make up for the money that they have to fork out, and it's just a big mess. It is up to the government to control that problem. If they don't know how to budget money, they're going to fail. And taking more money from people is not going to fix the problem. It's like giving free money to homeless people. They will always be homeless. Throwing money at the problem is not the solution. That makes sense, right? I think it makes sense. If you raise taxes on me, I'm going to have to increase my price of labor. Man, I can't breathe. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for the chat, Liberty. Well, he was bringing about things he was going to fix everything. And he has. We just haven't seen it yet. And what I mean by yet is because a lot of the things that have been changed already won't take effect until next year, at the end of 2025. Now, you know what's crazy is this, that the shutdown with the government right now, they're telling everybody that it's Republicans' fault, but they're the ones that keep voting no on opening government. Okay, blah, 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 blah. We'll skip that. But the bottom line is that Democrats, all they have ever been doing is wasting money, making it look like they're the heroes of the world, giving money here, giving money there, giving money over there. Not one of those things was giving money back to the states. It was just throwing money away. No investing, no smart moves, no agreements, no clauses, no nothing. That's what Democrats did. So it's unbelievable that you guys will blame Republicans so much for that. Now, you're not a Democrat, Darius. So I'm not sure where you stand and what the hell you're talking about. I'm trying to understand where you stand, but you don't give me any facts. You don't give me information. You just say that's false, that's not right, but you don't say shit about what's right. You don't say nothing about what Democrats have done. You don't acknowledge anything that President Donald Trump has done in this first year that he's been in office. Not one compliment for what he has done at all. And therefore, your opinion to me is dead. The reason why I don't trust nor I believe Democrats, it's because they haven't done shit for the American people. And all they do when they get caught with their pants down is blame President Donald Trump for tariffs. We have seen so many deals signed on TV. Prime ministers, presidents talking good about Trump, and then MSNBC says how bad they talk about Trump. I'm sick of the bullshit. So guess what? You want to call it propaganda? Call it propaganda. I call it telling my truth. How's that? BOG, Beta, welcome to the chat. Which, by the way, I am done. Trinity, thank you for joining me. Berniel, you've been a patriot as always. Thank you to all my patriots in here, all Americans that believe that America belongs to American citizens. God bless you. God bless the USA. Darius, go do some homework. Next time, put some facts on there instead of just being stupid, saying you're a liar. Yeah, that's lie. Put some facts on the chat next time. Learn to communicate. Now, for those of you that like to complain about me saying I'm a Christian and I don't look like a Christian to you, well, that is your prerogative. And quite frankly, I don't give a shit. So you guys have a wonderful night. I will probably be live tomorrow. If it's not raining, I will be outside. With that being said, if you don't like this song, you can turn it off whenever you want. Love you all. Have a good night.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I'm gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love